Hello beauties, it's Brittany. Today I have a tutorial for you guys. I recently picked up some new products from the drugstore and I put together this makeup look. It does have some high-end products in it because it's also kind of my go-to foundation routine of the moment. So like the foundation, the highlighter, concealer, all of that has been really my go-to for like really long work days. But new products that I'm trying out are the Maybelline Master Contour Stick in Light. Not sure how I feel about this. I think I really like the contour. However, the like highlighty shade seems to be looking very, very thick on my skin. I also have the Master Strobe Stick in Light, which looks pretty, but that also seems like it's enhancing my pores a lot. And what else did I pick up? And I picked up two of the Maybelline Chrome eyeshadows. These are not as good as I thought they were going to be. I had really high hopes for these. I watched a few really good reviews, but I am very, very wary. They were very difficult to work with, extremely patchy, not a very like clean application, kind of just messy to work with in general. And I kind of tried to shake it up because it was so patchy, and then it ended up just kind of releasing way too much product like all over the wand and just kind of became a mess. So not sure how I feel about these. I will have to update you guys in a future video, but I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial today. I'm also using one of my recent favorite drugstore eyeshadow palettes, the Milani Bare Necessities palette. This is fantastic. Highly recommend it. Let's go ahead and get into today's tutorial. I hope you enjoy. If you do, give it a thumbs up for me. Step 1, I'm using the Makeup Forever Hydrating Primer. I really love this. It hydrates my skin and it definitely prolongs the wear of my makeup and helps it look better throughout the day. And then I'm going to use an eyeshadow base. This one is from Milani. It's super inexpensive, definitely gets the job done, keeps my shadows in place, and makes them look great. I'm then going to use a smoothing primer to fill in my pores. This one is again from Makeup Forever, and it is just their smoothing primer. Now I'm using a combination of products for my foundation look today. The foundation that I'm using is the Rimmel Lasting Perfection, but it's a little bit dark, so I mixed in a moisturizer, and for that extra glow, I used a highlighting product. For under the eyes, my eyes were seeming super, super puffy, so I wanted to use kind of a cooling product. This one from Garnier is fantastic. It conceals, but it also has a cooling effect to it that really helps with puffiness. For concealer on the rest of my face, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me. If you can't get the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer because you live in the US like I do, I highly recommend the Maybelline Fit Me. It's fantastic. Now I'm going to do a little baking like I have been doing for months and months. I'm using the Coty Airspun powder. You can find this at CVS and Walgreens. It has kind of a strange scent to it, but it is by far the best inexpensive powder I've ever used. I highly recommend it. For the eyebrows, I'm going to use two products, a pencil from Makeup Forever and then a setting gel from Anastasia. The pencil I'm using is in the shade Blonde, I believe, but every single product I'm using and the shades and all of that, links to where you can get it, will be in the information bar below, so check that out. I'm then going to remove my bake with a big, huge, fluffy brush, just kind of powdering the skin all over. And then I'm going to go in with that Maybelline Master Contour product that I was talking about at the start of the video that I'm kind of like 50-50 on. The contour is pretty good. It does set pretty quickly, so I recommend doing one side of your face or kind of one section at a time so that you have time to manipulate the cream product before it sets. Now the highlighting product, I'm not a fan of. It's very, very thick. I don't feel like it really brought those areas forward. It just added kind of a weird texture to my skin and a weird consistency. I was not a fan. I am using a damp beauty blender for all of the products that you're seeing here. It's my favorite tool. If you don't have it, you need it. Now I'm using the Maybelline Master Strobe Stick. Not a fan. Made my skin, again, that like weird porous texture that does not look good. Close up. Now this product was in my June favorites. It is incredible. It is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I have both shades. I recommend both of them. Scent is amazing and the product itself is awesome. Now, my next obsession, the Becca palette with Jaclyn Hill. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I'm using all 3 blushes. I used the warmer one on the back section of my cheeks and those really bright colors really on the center apples of my cheek. And then I used Champagne Pop as my highlight. Use this kind of all over. Tops of my cheekbones, down my nose, on my Cupid's bow, anywhere I can think of. Next, I'm moving on to lips, and I'm using a lip liner from Essence. Essence lip liners are super inexpensive and fantastic quality. I highly, highly recommend them. Now I'm using my favorite lipstick of the moment. This is the Katy Kat Matte in Kitty Purry. It's matte, so I'm adding a little shine to it, a lot of shine to it, with the Soap & Glory Pillow Plump XXL, which was also mentioned in my June favorites. Moving on to the eyes, I'm using that Milani palette in Bare Necessities. First going in with that matte taupe eyeshadow in the crease to create a little, contour within the eye there. I'm also bringing that onto the lower lash line so that everything kind of matches up while I'm going along. And then I'm going to use that matte brown that is a lot deeper in this palette just to create more dimension on the outer corner, start to build things up in intensity, and I'm going to bring that onto the lower lash line as well. Of course, along the whole process, be sure that you're blending things out. Super, super important to blend, blend, blend. Now, if you watched the start of this video, you heard my thoughts on this. These chrome shadows, I was so excited about. However, I'm making it look like I had a much easier time working with it than I actually did. As you can see from my face there, I was highly disappointed. Very, very patchy. You either get way too much product, not enough product. It was just very strange. If you're going to use these, I recommend taking the product off of the doe foot applicator, putting it onto a brush, and then applying it. So I'm going to go into that Milani palette again with a more shimmery taupe shade just to kind of add some blendability on that outer corner, bringing everything together. I think I pulled this look off, even though those cream shadows were a struggle to work with. Again, blending. What I like to do is count to like 30. So I just start blending and I just literally count to myself. And then I'm going to add a fun pop of bright color on the inner corner because that's the kind of look that I prefer. You do whatever your heart desires. Now I'm going to tightline with Makeup Forever Aqua XL. This is just a black eyeliner and I'm just tightlining with that. And then a champagne color on the lower lash line. I have a review of both of these ranges. One is from Makeup Forever and one is from Lancome. Now, for my liquid eyeliner, this is so inexpensive. It's from Essence. It's really great for the price. I wish it was a little more intensely black and stayed longer, but it is fantastic. Then I'm going to prime my eyelashes with the Urban Decay Primer. I'm going to use 2 coats of the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara, and then I'm going to use 1 coat of the Benefit They're Real. This is like my favorite trio of the moment. Doing a little more blending and adding some mascara to my lower lashes. And that's actually the whole look. I love it. I hope you love it as well. It's fun, it's bright, it's summery, it's very glowy, which I greatly appreciate. If you like this look, give this a thumbs up and share this video on social media. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this makeup look. I know that I really like it. It's fresh, it's fun, it's very summery, kind of golden bronzy look, and this is like my favorite lip color of the moment, the Katy Kat Matte Lipstick in Kitty Purry. It's like the perfect mauve-y color. Kind of a big fan. So yeah, that's today's look. I hope you enjoy. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you very soon. Bye guys. I'm going to start first with Eclair, and this is a gorgeous kind of pinky nude shade. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I am not a huge fan of just like